Good afternoon. This is Daryl Peterson with Micromeasurements. This afternoon I'd like to show you one of our newer options that we've added to our WK series line of strain gauges. This particular gauge happens to be a WK06 250BG 350 with this new option that we call the SP35. You may be aware that WK series gauges have long been used as the strain gauge from Micromeasurements that has one of the highest fatigue lives as well as the widest operating temperature range. And recently we've added some options to these to try to make the installation a little bit easier for the user. And this new SP35 option, if I flip the strain gauge over, you can see that here's the strain gauge, and then we've added on 10 feet of a 3-conductor Teflon insulated lead wire. This Teflon insulated lead wire is typically rated to about 500 degrees Fahrenheit, so it still allows you to use the WK series gauge across a very wide operating temperature range. Those of you that have used WK series gauges before, if you look closely at it, one of the things you'll see is that when you add the option SP35, it adds on a pre-attached terminal that we call the option W, but it's more correctly an option W3 because it's got 3 connections rather than 2, and then that transitions into this 3-conductor color-coded wire that's 3-conductor 30-gauge Teflon. This combination makes this installation much easier. You still get the benefits of using the WK series gauge, and now with the ease of installation of having the pre-attached cables. If I flip it around to the back, you'll notice that this one is a 350 ohm strain gauge. It has a negative temperature coefficient of gauge factor, which is common for Karma alloy strain gauges. Gauge factor is 2.01, plus or minus 1%. And then we also have the transfer sensitivity here, which is a minus 4.9%. And then these are the thermal output coefficients, both in degrees Fahrenheit and degrees C. And then you've got some additional information, the foil lot number and batch number, and then a manufacturing code down here as well. And these are really considered to be R&D samples. So instead of the typical 5 gauges in a package, here we just put 1 gauge in a package. And of course down here at the bottom is the part number for the strain gauge. So if you'd like to find out more about the WK series gauges with the SP35 option, please feel free to reach out to us at www.micro-measurements.com and click on Contact an Expert. Or you can call us at 919-365-3800 and follow the prompts to get to Applications Engineering, and we'd be glad to answer any questions related to these WK gauges and the option SP35, or really any questions that you might have related to strain gauges in general. And if you'd like to get some samples, we'd be more than happy to send those to you. Thank you and have a great afternoon.